go!
And now it's time for our 37th boat to arrive in the world's toughest row, Atlantic 2023.
Come on, Jones, come on!
As Danny said, take a look at the flags. As you can see, for better or worse, are coming in to English Harbour. Here in the world's toughest row, Atlantic 2023, they have been rowing for days and days and days, 73 in total. 37th team from the UK. Their dream is finally coming true. They've come through some extremely challenging weather systems, from the bumpy fast start to flat calm hot days to headwinds and winds pushing them from every angle, full circle. And now Mark is pulling everything, putting everything into this final row to the finish line.
About 40 meters to go. Come on.
Very good line, stay down.
Woo. On board we have Danielle Jones and Mark Jones. Danielle, otherwise known as Danny, aged 36 and 37.
Come on, Mark, final word.
They are a married couple.
Mark, you've done it.
And they consider
Come
themselves sports
on,
mad, wanting a mad adventure together.
Yes! Yes!
Yes!
Well done, guys! Oh, the Jones. Well done, guys. Well done.
Oh, I love love.
Well done.
Love. Raw emotion, lots of tears, big hug. Oh.
With my eyes. You did it. Well done, Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Welcome.
Lovely stuff, guys.
How does that feel, guys? Mark says fantastic as he scoops some water into the bucket. As always, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Keep your messages of support coming in for the crew, for better or worse. Danny and Mark Jones have arrived into English Harbour in Antigua after 3,000 miles of rowing the Atlantic, 73 days of being on that boat together without getting off. They're from Shropshire. They met in France in 2008 through a joint passion for outdoors and adventure. In fact, Danny's dad, Ian Davies, rowed in this race this year also in Pear's team, Never Too Late. And they arrived just 6 days ago after 66 days at sea. That was his second time rowing the Atlantic. And her dad was the inspiration for these guys to do it. And they've done it.
Well done. You did it! 3,000 miles!
Amazing. What a beautiful day to arrive.
Awesome! Awesome!
Mark having to dig really deep to celebrate after rowing in. The wind wasn't their favour coming in. But it is quite calm out there still.
Lovely stuff, guys.
Fantastic. As I say, Danny's dad, Ian Davies, rowed in Never Too Late and came in 6 days ago, and they were the inspiration, or he was the inspiration for these guys to row their Atlantic. Danny's ocean rowing bug actually bit during her dad's first crossing in the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge 2019 with four-man team Atlantic Mavericks. If the Mavericks are watching, hello. Mark decided that he had to do it when he saw Danny's dad cross the finish line in that race. Oh. Oh.
Well done, guys.
They had some severe, brutal seas and swells all over the place, not to mention poor visibility as they pushed hard off of La Gomera. But in an effort to change course and to avoid a collision with another boat, their first auto helm burnt out. How many auto helms have you got left?
One and a bit.
One and a bit.
The second one I pretty much rewired.
Ah, the second one you rewired. And it works. Good job. Well done. That's their automatic steering. And it put them on power anchor within the first 24 hours. That induced more seasickness, which they experienced quite badly at the beginning there as well.
Woo!
Then at the end of the first week, saw them both
Done and
on
dusted.
deck to forge
Let's
ahead,
go!
one rowing while the other one
Gotta
steered
believe
the
it.
boat as the second auto
Jones,
steering
get it.
was struggling in the conditions. Then the relief came just before Christmas
gonna
when the
head in
conditions
towards the left,
calmed
we'll see you on land.
and they
Dylan was gonna guide you
rowing
in.
was made more
Same thing,
manageable
follow
and
it
they
down
could
to the dock.
actually enjoy
You
it.
wanna keep your
But
nose
it
pointed
didn't
towards
last
the
long,
very end on the
unfortunately.
dock.
After Christmas, the conditions switched again. These ever-changing
No need for
weather
big turns
patterns
at the last
continued
minute,
then
we
for
got
the
it.
rest of their journey. Middle of January, they experienced a full capsize. Both were on deck at the time. These boats are made to swiftly self-right, which it did. And then that was sadly followed by another knockdown, which is where it goes halfway. It doesn't go the whole way. It just goes halfway and then rights back the same way. And then when they tried, that was because they tried to realign the boat after the capsize. Of course, it shook them up a little, but both of them and the boat were okay. They just suffered some minor knocks. And early in February, that saw their second auto tiller fail, taking them down to 2. As you just heard, they've got 1.5 left. Wildlife, they saw quite a bit of wildlife, and we'll find out a little bit more about that when we get into land. What we're going to do is we're going in ahead of the team. They're going to row themselves past Galleon Beach there, all the way down to Nelson's Dockyard. You can see there. It won't take them that long, a few minutes. We're going to keep the live going. So stick with us so that you can watch them step onto land for the first time. When we got out there to see Danny and Mark, they said how much they were missing their kids. So we'll get to see them, give them big hugs when they get to land. So don't go anywhere. Stick with us. We'll see you very shortly.
Come on, Mark and Danny!
Welcome back to the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2023 for the arrival of For Better
Ladies and
or
gentlemen, we have a
Worse.
crowd inside. Welcome to Nelson's Dockyard English Harbour for the final arrival of the World's Toughest Row 2023. Give it up, make some noise. Come on, guys! Last 15 meters, and we're going to
There's Danny's dad.
2 beautiful Antigua. Give it up for Better or Worse!
They saw some absolutely incredible wildlife.
Danny, welcome to Antigua!
Danny's dad, Ian, waving. And there's the rest of their family. Look! Little Ellie and Owen, look. So excited to see them. Give us a wave. Also Mark's mum and granddad there. And here they come. Keep sending in your messages of support, guys. Let us know how you know them. They said that they saw a lot more wildlife than Ian actually saw while he was out there. They were stalked by an 8-foot shark in early January. Mid-January
And
saw
here
a
they are spreading from and Danny!
mid-January and they saw a mighty marlin hanging around the boat just as Danny was about to go and clean the hull. And then around the time when Danny's dad arrived, they saw 15 orcas around the boat. And if you were following them, you would have seen that on their social media. If you weren't following them, check it out on Facebook for Better or
Ladies and
Worse.
gentlemen, you witness it just here at Nelson's Dockyard, the arrival of For Better or Worse! Yeah! people that give it up and a big applause for Better and Worse.
Come on, Mark and Danny!
They're supporting the charity Access Sport UK, which is a UK-based charity providing access to sport, boosting confidence and helping people overcome
Representing the United Kingdom,
loneliness and improving physical and mental health
here they are,
issues.
Mark and Daniel, the 3,000 miles, crossing the Atlantic Ocean. For Better or Worse. More than 2 months on the ocean. You guys, you are living in France, so you are also having the French flag. I don't want trouble. And once again, for our couple here living in France, give it up for Better or Worse! So, Danny and Mark, there are some family here behind me who are desperate to see you, especially 2 young ones. You are a married couple and you have 2 kids. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be emotional. Welcome to Lagamera. Not Lagamera.
Nice, well done.
Emotional scenes here at the dockyard.
Don't know if you heard that, but she just said, "Oh, you've grown."
Thank you.
Might have heard the harmonica there in the background.
Danny.
Ian standing here, he's the father of Danny. Ian also crossed the Atlantic Ocean this year. So guess what's the talk of town when they have family dinners?
Look at my flags. That's a proper world stopping throw.
No. I think Carson should buy some better flags.
Oh, no.
No, that's lots of storms.
Well done, young.
So Danny and Mark, it's time to step onto the podium.
I'm just going to have a little conversation.
She's fine. She's fine. Okay. Oh, no. They're not going anywhere now. They'll be back again.
Yes, please. Could they come with us? Yeah.
And we are also having these 2 beautiful kids on the podium as well. There's not a chance that we're going to separate this family after 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, for Better or Worse, the final arrival of the World's Toughest Road 2023. You witness it all here at the dockyard on this beautiful day, Saturday, blue sky, one happy family. You left La Gomera the 13th of December last year. You are now here in English Harbor after 73 days, 12 hours, and 3 minutes. We have given a certificate of achievement from our adjudicator, Ocean Rowing Stats, and I wrote the Atlantic t-shirts that we have seen rowers wearing the last couple of weeks here in Antigua. So, what a family photo, eh? 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. Danny, for better or worse, how was the feeling when you crossed the finish line. I saw it on live. I saw a kiss on board, which was incredibly emotional. Your kids were standing up at the fort, waiting for you guys to come into the dockyard. Tell us about the feeling.
It was amazing to be reunited with my babies. A relief to be on land and to know that I'd crossed the ocean with my best friend, my husband, my life partner, and I couldn't think of anyone better I could do it with.
A big applause for that. Mark, a few words, not a few words, maybe some words about your wife standing here. You have done a crossing together. How is it right now?
It's absolutely fantastic to have crossed the Atlantic with my wife. Just an incredible thing. We didn't fall out once. We had a few words, but no. We kept very much together on board. We
were a team.
We set out to do this because we're just two hard-working people. That's all we are. We love our family, love them to bits. We were inspired to do this by Danny's father, who did it 4 years ago, and we wanted to show our children that if you put the hard work in, you put the effort and the time in, you can achieve anything in life. And if we've inspired them to do that throughout their lives, then we've done a good job.
Maybe future ocean rowers here. Biggest challenges out there, Danny?
Biggest challenges are being away from these. Every time we got stuck in a storm or had to put the power anchor out, it was another day away from my babies. And that is a horrible feeling. But with the joy of technology, we were able to speak every day. So thank you. Thank you, Range Global.
One of the biggest challenges out there?
Biggest challenges were just being at the complete mercy of the elements. There's nothing you can do to beat the sea. There's nothing you can do to change the weather. You just have to keep going as best as you can. And if you can do that, get through the hard times, it's so rewarding when you finally get here. The finish, the welcome has just been fantastic. And yeah, we have had some very tough times, but the highs far outweigh them. Some of what we've experienced, you would not change our experience for anything in the world. It's just been fantastic.
That's good to hear. And you have met Mother Nature on her worst and best, and you have seen all the elements out there. The beginning of the race was incredible tough. Since in 2017, we had rough weather, but this year very difficult and confusing at the end, but also at the start. The first 10 days, what went through your mind the first 10 days? Who won?
I thought that you should rename your race to the world's toughest hand steering competition because we didn't get to row much. It was literally, we had to row over swells bigger than I've ever seen in my life. It's the type of thing you see in Hollywood that sink galleons. It was crazy madness, and I might need a therapist.
Or another ocean, or maybe we stay on land now. Now you have done the Atlantic Ocean. Any future challenges out there with the entire family?
Never say never. We've already had this discussion. I've got something planned for the next year or two with my brother, with someone else. Family, this one's already said she wants to row. I certainly would. But it's a conversation for another time, after a few beers, I think. After a few beers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it all here. There's a future team in the making from this incredible family, for better or worse. Danny and Mark, who left La Gomera last year. Now the final arrival here at Nielsen Stockyard, English Harbour. Let's give it up and a big hip hip hooray for this amazing team. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Well done, guys. We're doing a live interview now with Charlotte on YouTube. After that, I will have a few words on the live as well, and a little wrap-up of this year's race. Thank you for all to coming down to the dockyard. You guys are amazing and to experience this. So over to Charlotte.
Come on down here, guys. Oh, careful. Then hold on to each other, get in nice and tight. Yeah.
And Daddy as well, yeah.
Wow, well done.
Thank you.
So really, though, didn't think you were going to come at all.
Oh no.
The weather turned there for you right near the end, and you thought you were coming in sooner.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
was
was a pull on the heartstrings. It really was. We had built up to come in a few days before, of course. I hoped that family hadn't told these that we were coming in on that date. That's all we were worried about,
Aw.
letting these two down. But
It was
Tell
We
us
got
about
it.
the wildlife. You saw a lot of wildlife compared to your
We-
dad, who literally was asking where the fish were.
I
every
think
day.
that's down to his awareness of what's going on around him
Yeah.
as much as anything else. But no,
Every day. there
every
was
day
wildlife.
we saw something.
Yeah. From-
The first couple of days we had a bird actually nearly hit me in the head. It hit the cabin behind, and it was on the boat all night
That's
with us.
Stormy Pete.
Yeah.
Stormy.
We saw
Stormy
a pod of
Pete.
orca, which was
Yeah.
just an unbelievable experience. To
Yeah.
Were you scared?
when one started swimming towards the boat, we thought, "What's going on here?" But it was there was nothing we could have done about it, and no, we weren't. There was no malice at all. We enjoyed it,
It was amazing.
and it was the sort of thing that you just don't get to see. Quite early on, I saw a blue whale, which again, just being at that place at that time was the only way you'd see it.
Was that the massive one that was like 3 times the size of the boat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was. It just came up, see what we were, I think, and as quickly as it came up, it was gone again.
So tell us something. What did you guys learn about yourselves on this road?
That you can't change anything, and any worries you have here on land, they mean nothing in the grand scheme. So I will learn not to stress over every little thing that I can't control from now on.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot more fun, yeah!
Yeah, I mean, you really learn that we as a race are very vulnerable. If we put ourselves in that position, we are very vulnerable to the elements, to everything. And even, I mean, we had a brief, about 20 minutes,
Good
where we
flag.
thought we'd lost communications with our sat phones. We managed to get hold of Ian, the safety officer, in the end. But for those 20 minutes, you felt really alone, because that's your only real link to land. So yeah, you felt really alone. But no, just learn to live every day.
Yeah.
Don't worry about trivial things that pop up in every day-to-day life. Life is too short. You just need to
Life's
enjoy
having
life
fun
and live it,
having
don't you?
adventures, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, like having fun and having adventures. So you've got your friends, family, supporters back home watching. What would you like to say to them?
I'd
No.
like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported us from the start of our campaign, which was over 3.5 years ago when we started fundraising. Everyone who's helped us in terms of sponsorship, helping us with our campaign, and then the support has just been overwhelming. Some of the messages have been filtering back to us on the boat, and it really is a big morale boost to have some messages from loved ones, but also from people we don't know. A few times my mum would say, "Oh, do you know this person?" And I said, "No."
No.
So, but they've left such a nice message for you. So it's lovely, the support we've had. And like I said earlier on the podium, we wanted to inspire these two to show them that they could do anything if they wanted to in life. But I think we've reached further than that, and our supporters are really inspired. And
It's a job well done.
if we've inspired anyone to step outside of their comfort zone and do something else, do a challenge in life, do anything, then we're happy with what we've done.
Fantastic. Well, welcome to Antigua.
Thank you.
Got a holiday, I hope.
Got a few days.
And some food, some fresh
Yeah.
food waiting for you. So enjoy that
I
and
will
enjoy
do.
your
And a cold
family.
beer as well. Yes, need to.
You'd say that.
You knew I'd say it, yes.
Thank
well,
you guys. Thank
I
you
don't know
for
for
your
these
time.
Todd warriors.
And I've got little beers.
You got some beers for me?
Yeah.
I've got loads
And what funny word did you have to say on the camera?
Jackpot.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more applause for Team 4 Better All World.
And over to Carsten, CEO and race director. A few words.
A few words. That's difficult. Final arrival for this year's World Toughest Row. 37 teams got here to Antigua. We started, as followers know, 38 teams, but unfortunately and under very dramatic and sad circumstances, January 4th, we lost Alistair Putt from Aussie All Souls. So, as said, from the first arrival, the entire race is dedicated to his, in the memory of Alistair, and a lot of thoughts goes to not only the teammates but obviously his family. And a very, very black day for the World Toughest Row, but now we have the last boat in, so in terms of that, obviously it's always special to see the boats coming in, but it has been in the shadow of the circumstances of January 4th, but that's been part of it, and so best of thoughts to the team and Alistair's family. And then now it's a matter of, for us as organizers, of looking forward to the race on the Pacific, World Toughest Row Pacific, where we are heading out to Monterey in the start of June, where we have teams lined up for that race. So I look forward to that. As you know, Charlotte, last arrival is always it's like, but it's been good despite everything, and I love the teams, their family, and followers. Big thank you to all the followers. It's been amazing to see all the comments, all the engagement this year. I think it's been more than ever. People have been positive about the new format, about only having lives on the YouTube channel, and then keeping the arrival videos and the photos on the other platforms. So thank you so much for following the race, and look forward to see you next time in the States.
Indeed. Thank you, Carsten. So that's the end. World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2023. I reiterate what Carsten said there to Alistair's family, friends, colleagues, loved ones, teammates. You have our deepest sympathies, and we thought about you every day and Alistair since the 4th of January. He was a valued member of the fleet, and it's hit everybody extremely hard. And we wish you comfort, courage, strength, peace at this time. We know it's difficult. As Carsten said, we have our Pacific Row coming up, so we'll be out there in June. Race start June the 8th. You can follow the teams going forwards on our platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. We'll be updating you with what they're doing in the run up to that. There's also the prize giving for this year that will happen at some point as well, so look out for the images of that. And I'm going to leave you with something that actually this team, for better or worse, said, their quote, which was quite like it. And to quote, they said, "Because all dreams are just the other side of fear. We just need the courage to take the journey." So take your journey. Do what it is that you have in your heart to do. And dreams can come true. It did for many of our teams this year. And we look forward to seeing you in June. Thanks for watching. Take care in the meantime.